help you? If not, please, just leave me alone. I'm sorry, it's just... I get very nervous around humans. Humans tend to be very violent against me, so... You won't do anything like that? Well, I appreciate that, but I don't know if I can trust you. I'm sorry for being so reluctant. It's just, so many humans have lied to me before. I can't really take that chance anymore. So, I hope you forgive me for that. Oh, you're so understanding. I appreciate that. Well, you seem to really need me for something. Must be important. Okay. I will do it on one condition. If you sit on the other side of the room. I hope that isn't too much to ask for. It's just, you know... Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. So, what is it that you needed of me? Oh, I see. You wanted to ask a few questions. I will answer them to the best of my ability. I wouldn't really consider myself very smart, so I apologize if I don't give you the answer you were looking for. Huh? Do I live here? Why, yes. This is my home. I've lived here all my life. Ever since I was born. What happened to my family? Well, they moved away, of course. It was getting quite crowded. So everyone decided to go their own ways. I decided to stay here since this place was quite special to me. And I don't really care for the outside world. I like it here. It's cozy, and it has everything I need. So there was no reason for me to move. No reason at all. Also, another reason why I stayed here was because I didn't want to go out with my family. You see, I was quite different from the others. I was rather reserved and quiet, while the others were loud and violent. I didn't really agree with their lifestyle, so I decided to stay here on my own. The others wanted to seek adventure and fun. That's not the life that I wanted to live. So, that's another reason why that I'm alone. Ah, this question is a bit daunting, isn't it? The humans don't like me. I'm guessing it's because my species is known for being violent. So, I don't blame them for being upset at me. But I hope they understand one day that I would never hurt anyone. I don't have that type of courage. I'm scared of my own shadow, for God's sakes. I feel the same way towards humans. They've been so violent towards me, so... It's almost instinctual to feel defensive when they're around. Oh, you see, some of the humans try to hunt me down. They bring out these pointy little objects and things that are lit on fire. and they try to chase me down. They scream at me, they throw rocks at me. Sometimes I just want to go on a walk. Just have some fresh air. And any time I encounter a human, they get so scared. A lot of them run away, but sometimes they get very angry. Sometimes they call me very mean names. I've learned to ignore it, but still, I wish one day that they would see me with open eyes, that I'm not a violent creature. I adore the peace and quiet, and I would never do anything to try to disturb that. But you seem to be so understanding of me. You're not afraid at all. I don't smell any fear from you. In fact, just curiosity. This is the first time a human has talked to me like this before, without yelling or screaming at me. Actually, it's the first time I've talked to someone in such a long time. It feels nice. Warm even. Is this how it feels like to have a decent conversation with someone? Amazing. I must say, thank you for being so kind towards me. That makes me so happy. So happy indeed. I've been so content being alone, and I accepted the fact that no human would listen to me or understand where I'm coming from. But in all honesty, it's such a breath of fresh air to have someone listen to you. Huh? Why are you thanking me? Oh, I would never hurt you. Someone as kind and generous as you does not deserve anything like that. And, like I said before, I don't have enough courage to look at myself in the mirror, so I wouldn't be able to hurt anyone, not even a fly. But if you don't mind me asking, can we sit and talk for a bit more? You can come closer if you would like. It must be so awkward talking from the other side of the room. So here, please, make yourself comfortable. You can sit amongst my tail if you want. Oh, no worries. It doesn't hurt me at all. I don't feel anything. Don't you worry. You humans are super light after all. Oh, no. There's nothing wrong with being small. It's just, compared to my body mass, you're just a pebble. If you haven't noticed, our tails are full of muscle, and that is why we weigh so much. So, don't worry, I won't feel anything. And even if I do, it's nothing major. It's the least I can do for someone who has been so kind. But, can I ask you something? What is it like to be a human? I've been told so many things about you guys. I don't really understand you, but I bet it's interesting. Oh, I see. Wow, that is incredible. Even though I was so scared of you guys, I was always interested in how humans viewed the world and how they treated each other. There were many things that honestly made me so sad. People were treating each other differently due to the fact that their skin was different. Honestly, that doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you treat someone differently just because they have a different skin tone? At the end of the day, every single one of you is a human being, regardless on what you look like on the outside. My mother told me at a very young age, even when I was just a little egg, she told me that it doesn't matter what one looks like on the outside. It matters if they have a good heart. So, once you get out of here, do me a favor and tell every single one of them to stop being jerks. Treat everyone equally. It doesn't matter what one looks like. You all should know this by now. I know humans are capable of so many great things. But this is absurd. And I'm telling you this since you didn't judge me. And I can say this with confidence. If there were more people like you, this world would be a better place. No one has to worry about being treated differently just because of the way they look. And even though humans have judged me for years, I can understand. They're just afraid. But hopefully one day, they will see past my appearance and see what type of person I am. And then they can decide if I'm truly a scary individual. I know every single person out there has a special trait about them. I try to see that. Sometimes it's hard, but still, every single person has good in them and the potential to be good. So, I believe in your race. I truly do. And now I believe in them much more, since I know people like you exist. For the longest time, I've always thought that they just hated me, and I accepted that and thought it was normal. I've grown to be afraid and shut myself away from the world. Now, well, I'll still stay in my little cave, but I'll definitely be more open. Man, talking to you is just magical. I used to be so afraid of everything. Again, even my own shadow. But here we are, having a nice conversation about, well, treating each other nicely. Are you a sorcerer by any chance? Ah, what a shame. You definitely have the magical effects of one. I see so much potential for you being a magic user. Me? Well, I don't know if a creature like me could do any magic. All I can really do is just hiss and sleep, eat, and cry. That's all I'm really capable of. But I could try. I'm not sure. Magic has always terrified me ever since I was little. Oh, well, you can't really blame me. Isn't magic terrifying? How do people just spawn stuff like that out of nowhere? Just waving their hands around and saying weird things, and all of a sudden a fireball comes at you. I would say that's scarier than a bee, and I'm terrified of insects. So, that says a lot about my fear of magic and their wielders. Why are you laughing at me? Oh, I must say, you are quite adorable when you laugh. Huh? I mean, I'm just saying... I'm sorry, I hope I didn't make anything awkward. I've always been told that saying nice things would make people happy. Oh, you are happy? It's just, You had such a surprised look on your face. I couldn't really tell if you were happy or not. But I'm glad that you are. You know, despite my shy nature, I do enjoy the company of others. Occasionally, I just get so nervous around people sometimes. Especially after everything that's gone down. But I began teaching myself that it's important to not judge everyone else based on a few individuals. Yes, I have faced many violent human beings, but that doesn't mean that everyone else is the same. A prime example would be you. In fact, you have been very gentle towards me. This whole time, I have never sensed any ounce of fear from you. You must be quite brave, or perhaps very open-minded. Or even both. I could definitely see that in you. You approached me with no fear, despite my size. And you talked to me like I was just anybody else to you. Honestly, I'm not used to being treated this way. I almost expected you to be mad at me. Oh, please don't look sad. I don't mean that in any negative way. And listen, even if you treated me badly, I wouldn't blame you. We are known for being ferocious hunters. And some of us have even targeted humans before. So I wouldn't blame you for such a reaction. But I want to thank you for being so kind, even though, well, I'm assuming that it's quite awkward talking to someone like me. I'm just such a shut-in, and just so, I just get so nervous. Speaking of nervousness, for some odd reason, speaking to you, I didn't feel nervous at all. I felt so at ease. Usually when I speak to anybody, which is a rare occurrence, mind you, I get so anxious to a point where I can't even speak. But with you, well, we've been talking for quite a while now. And I don't feel any anxiety at all. In fact, I feel so happy, so included and appreciated. Let me ask you again. Are you sure that you don't do any magic? I swear that you do. Your presence is just so magical to me. It has to be true. Maybe it's just a theory. A conspiracy theory. Oh my, it's getting quite dark out, isn't it? You should probably head back to where you came from. People are gonna get very worried for you. Huh? Are you sure? I don't mind if you stay here, but I wouldn't want any of your loved ones to be worried about you. Oh, well, if you say so. Well, feel free to make yourself comfortable. If you need anything, please let me know. I'll do what I can for you. I'm not the best hunter, but I'll try to find something for you to eat. You're so kind. Thank you. That would be greatly appreciated. But I do want to ask, is this what you call a friend? I know that's a very bizarre question, but I've never really had a friend. I had my siblings before they moved away, but they all shunned me for being so different. Huh? You think of me as a friend? Oh, I'm so happy that the feeling is mutual. Then that settles it. We are friends. And I must say, I am so happy to be called your friend. It's an honor, truly. But I do want to ask, what do friends do? Do they hang out with one another and tell stories? Oh, that sounds so amazing. I can't wait to experience all of that with you. My first friend. That makes me feel so happy. I hope you feel the same way too. I'm glad that you're happy, my friend.